another game with a ton of chances and some good stretches. Does it just feel like maybe something's missing for the team right now, or just not clicking offensively?
Yeah, like you said, we had a lot of chances, a lot of shots. We just have to keep going. It's gonna go in eventually. I know it sucks for everybody in this room. But we can't give up. I mean, it sucks, but we have to bounce back and take the next game.
Do you feel like if you create that exact group of chances, most nights you'll win more than you lose if you keep at it like that?
Yeah, I mean, there's bounces, there's saves, there's whatsoever. It's hockey, it can go either way. But obviously, if you have chances after chances, eventually, hopefully, they get in, and we maybe have a game or two where they bounce back and then they bounce our way. Everything goes in, But for that, we have to work hard. We have to keep going. Like I said, don't give up, and eventually, I think it's going to turn.
Okay, what about the power play? Same thing there.
Yeah, had a few chances there also. Also there. I mean, we were amazing in the first 10 games or whatever it was. And then we had lots of chances. In my opinion, just didn't go in. So also there, just. Can't really have a big memory, what I mean, like just short memory kind of, analyze quickly, and there's 82 games, so we can't dig in a hole, so just have to keep it up, and big one next game.
Anything in particular that New Jersey did well that just made it a little bit tough to crack through tonight?
I think they were pretty fast, they were above us a lot. Shifted players over there, very offensive, back and forth, like I said, fast players. So I thought we did a pretty good job, overall. On the shots, you saw it, we had a lot of shots, the goalie played good, which ours did as well, like he always does. And on to the next.
You guys have had a lot of penalties early in the season, but today you were able to clean that up. Obviously, that's a big point of emphasis. And what did you guys see? Just what was different about that effort?
I think we checked well. Our sticks were down, skated extra stride. All those little things. So good job on that, and we have to keep going.
How do you avoid letting the frustration seep in, and how do you make sure that you don't let one game kind of go into the next one?
Yeah, I mean, we're all kind of experienced enough, we have some young guys, and we have veterans that can, show it with experience, be leaders there, just it doesn't really matter if you won or lost, you scored an OT, you lost an OT, whatever it is, it's in the past, So you got to be in presence, not even in the future, So take it tonight, sucks to lose, but I'm sure we're going to be back.
On home ice, is there a common thread or something that you can pinpoint in each of the games that is maybe contributing to the lack of success?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're scoring many goals, obviously. There's not enough dirty goals, if you will. We're not doing very good on our special teams, and that usually translates into losses.
Tonight you guys stayed out of the box entirely. I'm sure that was refreshing, but obviously the results didn't come, but does that show you how much you guys can flow and kind of feed off that when you're not having to kill penalties like you have throughout the year?
Yeah, we've definitely taken too many, in some games, obviously, and it just kind of kills the rhythm of the game, really. Some guys play more, some guys don't get on the ice at all during that time, so it's not obviously ideal, but we'll continue to build on that, and hopefully not take too many.
The other day, Pears was saying that you guys are just kind of scratching the surface of what you can do as a team. Do you agree with that assessment, or what would your assessment be the early part of the season here?
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I mean, the record's not where we want it to be. Also, could have been worse. So, I don't think we're very far off from what we were last year. So now it's 12, 13 games in. Everybody's starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. I think, just the chemistry is getting to a point where, we're making better plays and, just kind of feeding off each other. So we'll continue to build that and go from there.
You talk about this.
What's the power play stop producing the last 10 games? It was good early, and now.
Yeah, I mean, maybe trying to be too cute. You know, just kind of going, maybe not shooting enough, obviously. You know, so just maybe take a little bit of a deeper dive into it and analyze and see what we can come up with.
I feel like if you look at the breakdown of chances that you got tonight, if you guys got that in future games, do you feel like you'd win more than you lose with the number of chances you created?
Yeah, I think so. There was some good ozone time, but you know, as I said before, I don't think there's enough stuff going on around the net. So we'll correct that, and when we get that going, I think you know, those second, third opportunities are going to present itself, and usually it's a little bit easier to score on those, and you know, that's what we got to get to.
Is this the type of game that 80% of the time you would win based on puck possession and how you played?
Well, you'd think so, you know. If you think back to the San Jose game, probably a little bit similar. We come out on the right side of it, and maybe this is the payback for that one in a week. You're happy when you got the 2 points in San Jose, and you're disappointed with how you played. Tonight, you're happy with the way you played, but you're disappointed you don't get the 2 points.
Jim, the guys in the room talked about getting the right number of chances, but Kopi feels you got to get to the net more, get to those greasy areas. Is it that simple in turning the possession and the chances into goals?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things that happen. You know, you saw their first chance. Quick shot from Hughes to the net. Hishe happens to be skating past. You know, nice deflection. It's in the back of the net. I think we launched about 50 of those. Similar type of plays. We had people in and around it, whether we didn't get a stick on it or didn't get in the goalie's eyes. Probably a combination of both things. But that's the way hockey works some nights. You throw as many pucks as we did with people in and around the net, you know, usually come up with more than one.
Talked a lot yesterday about the special teams. Is the power play one of those areas that just has to find one at some point to maybe get the ketchup bottle going a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, it didn't generate when we really needed it to generate. I think that's the biggest thing. We weren't dangerous, and sometimes you don't score, but you're dangerous. I think the other night we had 8 chances on the power play. That looked dangerous. The puck didn't go in. Tonight we didn't execute. We weren't dangerous. So, you know, it's something we're going to have to look a little closer at as to why. I mean, we can say, you know, we're close, but at some point if you don't get the results or aren't dangerous, then you got to look a little closer.
Talked a lot about penalties being an issue for you guys. You were able to stay out of the box tonight. How much did that help the flow of getting those chances and staying on them?
Yeah, I mean, that's really important. So if you look at our overall game, you know, there's some things we didn't like early, didn't play great defensively, started getting our defensive game going. Then we weren't great offensively, turning the puck over too much, you know, and then the last couple games we didn't turn it over. We forechecked. You saw us play in the ozone, which we hadn't played that much in the ozone. So there's pieces of the game that are starting to come together, and up until tonight we were still taking too many penalties. So we'd like it to be a finished product right now. It clearly is not, but the signs for me are starting to, or the pieces are starting to put together. We play that game, you know, for the rest of the season, we'd be pretty happy.
It's 4 games in a row without a goal for Juice. You think he's pressing a little bit?
No, I don't know. I wouldn't say that. I mean, the only way he'd be pressing is he wants to win. You know what I mean? He had some great looks the other night. You know, he wants to win. I think sometimes that can come into a player if you're not scoring a lot or the team's not scoring, you want to win the game, and that would be probably team-wide. It wouldn't be independent for Juice.
The other side of that, Kuzi got your one tonight, hadn't gotten one for a bit. Do you think that's one that can maybe get him going a little bit?
I hope so. Nice goal, great pass by Cope, and a great finish. So it looked a little bit like those guys looked last year, you know, so hopefully that sparks a little bit of, you know, relief. I know Kuzi puts a lot of pressure on himself too. That maybe a little bit of relief. Nice goal. Let's get going.
Yeah, to follow up on Kuzmenko, I think he got the stick on it that allowed Laugh to make the recovery. Are you kind of selling him on maybe getting engaged in other areas of the game so that he can get offense from defense, offense from forechecking a little bit more?
Yeah, you know, Kuzi had a bit of a reputation before he joined us as maybe not somebody who worked as hard away from the puck as he did with it. We've had no issues with him whatsoever. it's really impressive to just watch him. If you just as a fan, you see him, he's given everything he's got. There's no gliding out there for him. So all those little plays start to add up when you're moving your feet like he is. So we got no issues there with him at all without the puck. You know, he's a dangerous offensive player. That's how he measures his game. But we like his overall game.